Jason's story of addiction and recovery. How prescription painkillers took everything. Addiction doesn't always start in the shadows. Sometimes it begins in broad daylight with a back injury and a prescription. This is Jason's story, a husband, a father, a worker, someone who never imagined he would face addiction until he did. Hi, my name is Obi, a nurse who is passionate about mental health and addiction recovery. Today, we're going to talk about a real life example of someone who went through this situation. Last time, in our last topic, which is why addiction is a chronic disease and not a choice, I could see that a lot of people still feel addiction is a choice. Please subscribe, comment, and share. At 28 years old, Jason was working in a construction firm. He was a full-time employee providing for his family. Then he had a fall and he had one injury, and suddenly he had chronic pain that changed everything. His doctor prescribed opioid for him to recover, and this opioid worked for a time, and until when it did, it stopped working. So, over time, Jason's body craved more for just to feel normal. He wasn't chasing a high, he was running from pain. He lost his job, his marriage strained. People stigmatized him. People said he should just stop. But Jason couldn't. The addiction, not a lack of willpower, but a disease that changed the brain. Jason couldn't just stop. One night, Jason overdosed. First responder revived him with naloxone. That moment, nearly losing everything, became the start of his fight back. He entered a treatment program, began therapy, and was placed on medication-assisted treatment. And slowly, the fog began to lift. Jason began to recover. This wasn't easy for Jason. Jason relapsed twice. Jason got well and he went back again. He got well and he went back again. But with support, structure, and professional care, he kept going. Today, he is sober. He volunteers, tells his story, not for pity, but for purpose. He says, addiction took everything, but recovery gave me back more. Jason's story is one of a million. Addiction is not a moral failing. It's a chronic treatable illness. If you or someone you love is struggling, please know help is real. Recovery is possible. Share this video. Leave a comment. Let's fight stigma with truth. Help is available. Please subscribe and comment, like, and share to loved ones. Thank you.